What's up? This is just one small truth bomb from Jack that I wanted to drop because occurred to me that if you have a look at some of this footage from where I'm at now with my fat loss, my levels, I'm the leanest I've ever been in my life. I think it's quite insane. I'll overlay some footage here to show you, but I think this is like a stupid level. And this is not a sustainable level necessarily, and this is not where I'm at all year round. It's just where I'm at now. But I just wanted to share the key point that this is like fat loss, like getting lean is easy. Like, it's a simple process where, and I'll detail this more in other videos, where you've just got to eat in calorie deficit while you strength train and eat protein, and over time that deficit leads to fat burning. And I guess the only tricky part about it is that it takes time, just like every adaptation that you want to make with yourself, be it study, be it like learning skills at work or in your own time, learning languages, training and building muscle, literally anything that you want to do and do in order to get yourself to adapt and change and improve, which is entirely personal. Every piece of personal growth that you could imagine, and everything that I'm really interested in, they all take time. Like, we get obsessed with the input and how much we're doing, but honestly, they just take time, and trying to rush those processes is where we run into trouble. And I think rushing the process of fat loss is a perfect example of where we run into trouble, because we want the result and no one wants to be putting in the time to be getting that result. They just want to put in the effort to get it. No one's patient. Okay, but here's the thing. I've tested all the possible ways of getting there, and this, where I'm showing you now, I almost stumbled upon this accidentally this year, because what I did my normal routine of I did 7 weeks of calorie deficit, got to a place I was happy with. It started to get difficult, and I've learned over the years that when it gets difficult, this is my number one lesson for the video, fat loss is easy. So when it gets difficult, that's when I stop. I'm like, okay, well, if it's hard now, they've probably gone far enough and there's no need to push it any further, because I don't see any point to doing stuff like, manipulating your calories and losing weight if it's not fun, and if it's impacting your life negatively. It's why would you do that? So my philosophy is that it's easy, and so that's all I do. But what I accidentally did was then go back to maintenance, and I was like, oh, I'll keep sort of this level for a few months, keep looking good, get some good footage for the Instagram or whatever, because it's fun. Like, I'm at a lean point. What I accidentally did was set my maintenance calories, I think, a bit low, and ended up losing over the subsequent couple weeks or maybe month or so, lost another kilo or so. So I actually got more lean by trying not to get any leaner, and I think this is clues into a lot of the times when we discover just how little we can do and make progress on things. It's when you do less and you're okay with not progressing on a goal that often you make the most progress towards it. And so this is, have a look at the state where I'm at now. This was literally achieved by trying to not do it, and by trying to maintain and start gaining again. And because I slowed things down, slowed the fat loss down, gave myself enough food, continued training, enjoyed myself, there was no issues because I feel like I'm eating at maintenance, I feel good. And I've accidentally got into this stupid level. I'd say I'm probably 8% body fat now, which looks insane. So the point here is that these things need to be easy, and the only way that you're going to get anywhere with something like this, getting really shredded, or getting to a really high level in a skill, or with your work, or whatever it is, with your training, getting to be a really strong place. I only got really, really good with my training when I just screw it. I posted about this recently with my leg training. I was like, screw it. It's better doing something than nothing, and I'm just going to do I'm just going to do as much as I'm happy doing, the minimum. And I felt like I was being so lazy. I started doing 1 set of squats a week for my legs, and now my legs are shredded, and they're big and they're strong. Okay, so it's when you're ready to not make progress, often you make the progress because you're doing the minimum, but you're doing it consistently and it's sustainable, and that's the key thing. So with fat loss, it should never be difficult. You just have to have the patience and realize that the process is working, and just stick at it and just stay in a deficit and just keep going. Sometimes the best way to break through these plateaus is like I've done, and aim for maintenance, aim to pause, because then your body's like, cool, okay, this isn't too fast, we can actually do this, and it'll lose the fat for you, It's when you try and push too hard, your body's capped in how much progress it can make. This is in everything. This is in fat loss, this is in muscle gain, this is in skill development. Your body is capped at how fast it can progress, and you need to respect that and realize it, and just be okay with more time passing. You keep putting in the work, but you leave space for your body to recover. And that's hard for people to do because you don't necessarily know that the progress is happening, but it's happening. And it takes me years to learn things like this. And again, I've been doing this in coaching fitness for ages, and I'm still only just learning, holy shit, like I can do very little. I can be just cruising and get to this stupid level, you know, like of progress, this in fat loss for this instance. So key lesson here is that fat loss is easy. And if you're making it hard, it's because you're rushing. So, you know, don't make things hard on yourself. Just realize the body takes time to adapt. If you're struggling with it, get coaching from me. We'll get you there. I'll show you how to do it. If not, just on the one hand, keep going. On the other hand, chill out and don't make it so hard on yourself, and don't go harder, because usually if you're struggling and you're plateaued, going harder is not the answer. Taking a step back and going slower and chilling out and being okay with not getting to the outcome, right? And just sort of staying the path, staying where you are, just letting a bit more time pass. That's the answer. So I just want everyone to realize getting to this level, not difficult. You just have to allow enough time to get there. Go make some gains.